that I had.
Unprotected is a new documentary examining the impact contraception has had on the treatment of women, family, and society. Examining various social studies and how even influential people such as Pope Paul VI, John Paul II, Gandhi, and even Sigmund Freud spoke up against contraception as bringing about a perversion to society. The documentary's director, Don Johnson, was motivated to make this after concerns of the sexual objectification of women that his young daughters were exposed to through media and other areas of life.
I was flabbergasted by the amount of toxicity that young women have to face these days from the media, from their friends, from their cell phones. It seemed like they were constantly told that they exist as sex objects for men. My mother, her grandmother, they didn't have to deal with some of these issues. So what happened? What changed in our society that made the culture so toxic for young women today?
Interviewing various experts such as former Women magazine Cosmopolitan writer Sue Ellen Browder and Dr. Jennifer Roback Morse, founder of the Ruth Institute, a global non-profit organization that defends the family, they attempt to show the way the media, women, families have been manipulated and affected by the sexual revolution.
Helen Gurley Brown had written a little handout on writing things, and she even had guidelines on how to make up an expert. And I remember one time making up an expert, and I just called him a Los Angeles psychologist. These young women believed these stories, and they were just sex fantasies, and they began to live them.
I don't care what slick ad campaign anybody comes up with or what kind of propaganda comes down the pike saying that kids are resilient. Ugh. Kids are not that resilient. Kids need their own parents. And so that was the turning point for me.
Apart from hoping to raise awareness to the historical influences behind sexual objectification of women, Don Johnson also hopes people leave the documentary with a better understanding of what the church teaches on sexual morality.
And really about the meaning of love and the meaning of life. I mean, there's some deep, deep issues that really bring people a lot of joy and happiness if they understand them, that the church teaches, but I think a lot of people either have never heard or they just don't understand.
The documentary is available for screenings, and more information can be obtained on this website, unprotectedmovie.com.